Hello, Pattern Realm. Empowered greetings. Jimmy here, your success and confidence coach. I meant to podcast this yesterday, but I had so many things get in the way. Today, we're going to talk about the pattern philosophy of emotional intelligence. All right? Now, I was born legally blind with multiple birth defects, and I was Sigma to the time. I was small for my age, and I could get roughed up by kids pretty bad. So I've had to learn at an early age, and it wasn't always easy. I gotta say, it wasn't always easy. But I had to learn as a blind kid to be emotional resilient. At first, I played with Legos. But when I became an adult, especially in my 40s, I noticed how small Legos are. No way a blind person could really realistically do that. So I discovered Jenga blocks. And I used the Jenga blocks to make buildings. To make buildings and to basically strategize about what's going on in my life. Okay? So now, listen to me carefully, if you will, because this is important. We as a people, as a society, need to learn to have emotional intelligence. Now, back when I was a kid, the emotional intelligence I had to develop, I believe we just called it guts. In the late 90s to early 2000s, it was called chutzpah or hubris. But by the time I got into personal development, I realized, especially as I got into my 40s, I got involved in the subject of what's known as emotional intelligence. And you may say, well, what does that have to do with self-reliance? Everything. Statistically, and in other words, the relationship is significant. How can you be self-reliant if in some ways you can't have some form of emotional intelligence? It's not always easy, I know. But part of emotional intelligence and authenticity is to admit it's okay to not be okay. But at the same time, like Tony Robbins and Dr. Del Toro McNeil says, don't stay that way. Put your shoulders back, sit up, and your head up, all the way up. Not like you're looking toward the sky, but up to. And then you do this inner cry. I'm from the South, so my cry is, yeehaw! So that's the thing. You turn that flip switch of confidence. That helps you be self-reliant. And that helps you have emotional intelligence, okay? So be ready for that. Here's the second part of being emotional intelligence. And people don't talk about this, but I'm going to. Making good health choices. My church, we have dietary laws known as the Word of Wisdom. And, well, truthfully, it's a good system. This goes along with something I mentioned in my pattern morning routine, and I need to get back to that. I especially intend on that when I plan on getting married next month. But the first part of the pattern morning routine for making responsible health choices is hydrate. Most people in the world, they consider you the Latter-day Saint. dietary laws is you avoid coffee, tea, nicotine and alcohol. But what they miss out is the foods that are recommended in the diet and the lifestyle. The early morning routine, the exercise, the really just putting effort into it. That's part of living a pattern lifestyle. So I want you to think about that. It's not that hard to look at. Growing up as a kid, my mom was home most of the time. But there was a time when I was in the 5th grade, my mother had to work sometimes. And so oftentimes, my daddy had to pick me up and take me home once he got off work. And I had to learn and learn quick to be emotionally resilient. It's necessary. Life is hard. If you don't have emotional intelligence and authenticity, you're sunk. If I could make it into a digital product, and there might be something to do sometime in the future, make it into a digital product and sell it, I wouldn't mind talking about the pattern philosophy of emotional intelligence in depth by some topic. But I'm thinking there's a lot of personal development people that's doing that themselves. So I hope that this helps you. And I hope you enjoy watching. If you like what you hear, please subscribe and become a part of Pattern Realm. Until next time, don't just sit there and take it. Go out there and build your dreams so you can take it. Do what others don't so you can be what others won't. And do what others won't so you can have what others can't. Choose, act, and pursue happiness. God bless you. And remember this from the bottom of my heart. Jenny loves you. I really love you. God bless you guys. And please, have a blessed day. Take care.